It all started with a knock on my door one Thursday afternoon. I opened it to find a couple standing there with clipboards, caterers in the driveway, and a confused expression on their faces. "We're here for the walkthrough," the woman smiled. "The wedding is this Saturday, right?" I blinked. "Wedding? What wedding?" Turns out, my HOA had scheduled a wedding to take place at my house, not in the clubhouse, not in a common area. My private backyard. Apparently, during the last HOA meeting, which I hadn't attended because I was recovering from a surgery, the board discussed using community homes for event rentals. It was approved by majority with vague language in the fine print of the bylaws. Somehow they had the audacity to add my house to a preferred venue list without my explicit consent. I didn't even know this was legal. Spoiler, it wasn't, but that didn't stop them. By Friday morning, white chairs were already being dropped off. My backyard was littered with decorations, lights, even a dance floor half assembled on my freshly reseeded lawn. When I confronted the HOA president, a smug retired man named Carl, he waved me off. "Don't worry, it's only for a few hours. We'll clean everything up, plus it boosts neighborhood value." He actually smirked like he was doing me a favor. That was the last straw. I immediately called my lawyer. Within hours, we had documents drafted outlining trespassing violations, property rights, and breach of peaceful enjoyment. But even then, the wedding party kept preparing like nothing was wrong. I tried everything short of a restraining order to get them to stop, but Carl and the board said they had full authority under the revised HOA policies. According to them, I had no real basis to halt the event. That's when I remembered the permit I had filed weeks earlier, not for a wedding, but for a home renovation project. A full demolition of the backyard patio to make way for a new pool and deck. Construction was scheduled for Monday, but I called the contractor and asked, "How fast can you move up the job?" He laughed. "We've got a backhoe and nothing else to do tomorrow. Want us there at 9 a.m.? I didn't hesitate. Saturday morning arrived. The chairs were in neat rows. The flowers were up. The catering van had just pulled in. The bride and groom were probably minutes away. Then came the rumble of machinery. A massive excavator rolled into my backyard. Workers began tearing up the patio tiles like it was a demolition derby. Dust flew, wood cracked. The stunned wedding planners screamed. Carl came sprinting across the lawn, red-faced and furious. "You're ruining everything," he shouted. "No," I said calmly. "You did. This is my house, my land, and I'm within my rights to demolish it." The police were called. They sided with me. After all, I had permits. The HOA, they had nothing but shady paperwork and smug entitlement. The wedding was canceled on the spot. The couple left in tears. I felt bad for them, honestly. They were innocent. But my home had been hijacked for someone else's fairy tale. The HOA is now facing multiple lawsuits. Turns out they had pulled the same stunt on 2 other homeowners. I just happened to be the one who pushed back the hardest. Carl has been removed from the board, and me, I'm enjoying the construction of my new pool, complete with high fences and zero tolerance for trespassers. Let this be a warning. Never let your HOA forget who actually owns your home.